Hi, everybody. Welcome all to this online Zoom meeting. I'm Shahnaz Mirza. I shall be your co-host today, Zoom host, rather. And I welcome all on this really warm, hot, sultry afternoon, but you are all comfortable in your homes in the coolness of your AC air conditions. Somebody's out on the road, but nevertheless, welcome everybody. Now, this is the fifth meeting for the District TLI series in the District TLI series called The Architects of a Club. And I believe just as an architect is required to build a strong base and a foundation for any building eventually, similarly for clubs also, so that the clubs are built in a strong way, we need that the three architects, the coach, the mentor, and the sponsor, these lay a good, strong basis right in the beginning. Now, we'll dive straight into the meeting, and I will quickly open up I believe everybody can see the screen, right? Okay, great. So the district mission, we build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. The Toastmaster International Mission, we empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. Moving on, I'll lay down the ground rules. We are all aware of it already, but just keep your mic and cameras off. And all the speakers are kindly requested to avoid talking about religion, politics, and sex. And for better experience of the event, not the contest, we suggest that all of you view the speakers in a speaker view mode. And the recording is on. So for those of you who need to cover or who need to put on a quick mask or makeup or whatever, just to look pleasant, please go ahead and do that. And reach out to the Zoom co-host for any technical support. And do raise your hand or put out emojis whenever you feel like clapping, appreciating the speakers out there. And at the time of question and answers, do put out your hands, the emoji for the hand, so that we know that somebody is waiting to ask a question. Okay, and with this, I will now hand it over to the co-host TLI chair, who is Toastmaster Dilip Nali. He's the founding member of the Doha Bank Toastmaster Club. He's the past 30 area director. He's current TLI co-chair and district webmaster, further demonstrating his commitment to empowering members and enhancing the district's digital presence. Professionally, he's a senior quality assurance officer at Doha Bank. Outside of his professional and Toastmasters commitments, he is an avid traveler who has explored 30 countries, that is fabulous, across 4 continents, gaining diverse experiences that enrich his worldwide and leadership styles. I completely agree to that. Traveling opens out so many perspectives. So with this, let's give a warm welcome to Toastmaster Dilip Nalli. Over to you, Toastmaster Dilip.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shahnaz, for the wonderful introduction. Good afternoon and good evening all as we proceed towards the evening. So welcome to once again the TLI training series of today's, being a Friday afternoon, and thank you for taking time and joining this training. And for conducting today's training, there are a lot of people in front of the screens, as well as there is a lot of effort being put up behind the screens as well. And one such person is the TLI chair. Any guesses who is the one?
Toastmaster Shweta.
That's none other than distinguished Toastmaster Shweta Raghuram. She's round the clock. Being a TLI co-chair, I've seen her working round the clock every time, because since she has taken up the position. She has been conducting every week very interesting and innovative learning series, be it the trainer, and this training as well as many others which are yet to come. So I so I would request all of you take part, try to be part of these trainings and gain something interesting. Every training is a unique one, which I have so far experienced from this as my role as a TLI co-chair. So with this, I would request Shweta to give the since all our district trio are already in the US to witness the World Championship International Contest Conference. So I would request Shweta Raguraman to take represent the district trio, all the three, and address this training. Over to you.
Thank you so much, TLI Co-Chair Dilip, for that very generous introduction and a very interpersonal one. Fellow Toastmasters, leaders, dignitaries from all over the world, greetings for the evening, or for the day, or for the afternoon. Well, whatever time zone you are, greetings for the day. With this, I would just like to formally open the TLI series session number 5 for the year 2025-2026 for District 116. Thank you so much. Like my co-chair Dilip rightly has mentioned, I am filling 3 bigger shoes on this meeting because the district trio have gone to represent our district at the Toastmasters annual convention, which is happening in Philadelphia. And even the World Championship of Public Speaking is happening in that event. So because when the rulers are out to protect our clan or our kingdom, then it is the people who belong to that clan and kingdom should hold that palace or that fort with utmost protection. And I guess that is my role for today. For today, by conducting this district TLI series, especially every week, we are trying to bring something new, something purposeful, and something useful for all the members to gain something or the other, or to learn something more purposeful and something more useful and practical through all these training sessions as they pursue their journey of becoming an effective leader and communicator as such in Toastmasters. Today, especially, we have 3 different trainers, and all of them have served not just being architects of their respective clubs in District 116, but have also learned how to deal with challenges and experience that comes along with that. Yes, like every building, there is always an architect who does not just lay the foundation, but they also preserve it, because preservation is also one of the most important roles for any architects. Yes, don't worry, guys. I'm not providing any sort of lecture. This is not directed or targeted towards people in the construction sector. This is completely in Toastmasters, but I'm making it more simplistic for you. These architects are the foundations for an effective and a very successfully functioning club. And these architects are essential for a club. We have one that does the patchwork for any sort of cracks in the building, for any sort of issues with the foundations. And we have other architects who ensures that the foundation that we lay stays intact, stays protected, and stays dynamic, no matter what times of storms or what types of rain or wind or any sort of crazy weather scenarios comes and tries to shake that foundation. These are all essential people. The one who does the patchwork is the club coach. The one who lays the bricks and cement is the sponsor. And the one who ensures that it is well painted, it meets all the quality requirements, is the mentor. As simple as it is. So I want you all to open your minds, get out of your box, ask all sort of questions possible, be it very good or be it very basic. It is completely fine, because here is where the learning begins, by asking questions. And on this note, I would like to hand over the control back to our TLI co-chair. Over to you, Dilip.
Thank you, TLI Chair, as well as the District Mayor for today, Shweta, for giving the welcoming address and welcoming us for this training. Well, to support and ensure that we are on time on this training, we have a volunteer. Our volunteer timer is Swapna Raguraman for today training. So I request all the trainers, while you give your trainings, please try to pin the trainer. So she would be giving the color background of the green, yellow, and red. Swapna, do you have any timing guidelines would you like to say, or is it fine?
I think it's mentioned in the agenda.
Okay, so as per the agenda, we'll follow the timing guidelines of the training.
Yes.
So a big round of applause for Toastmaster Swapna Raguraman for taking up voluntarily this role of the timer and ensuring that we are on time on this training. So without wasting further time on this training, let's start our first training. Are you all ready? You can unmute and you can say thumbs up and you get
Yes.
the reactions.
Yes.
So whoever is not giving this sign or whatever, so I assume that they are not on the screen. They are either dozing off or sleeping.
Yes.
Perfect. I can see a lot of thumbs up, and I can see a lot of perfect. Now, to conduct today's training, we have a very interesting and a distinguished Toastmaster, not once, but twice. She's a double distinguished, she has done a distinguished, she's been a distinguished Toastmaster twice in her Toastmaster journey. Wow. I'm still looking for my first DTM. She's a passionate Toastmaster who joined the ICC One Toastmasters Club in the year 2019. Current Division B Director, District PQ Awards Co-Chair, District Club Co-Chair, and District Assistant Program Quality for 2024 to 2025. And she has been an area director for 2023 to 2024, president of Marathi Toastmaster Club for the year 2022 to 2023. She served various leadership roles apart from the ones which I mentioned above, like at the district, division, and area and club, right from club coach, Cavals coordinator, and division PR. Handled all the club officer roles in the past 4 years. She has been the court trainer for the last 3 years for different roles. And she has been 5 times a Triple Crown awardee and many more awards at the district, like the Classic CEO, Vibrant VPM, Dynamic VPE, Majestic Sponsor, Passionate Learner, Mercurial Member, etc. Wow, so many awards, and the list goes on. She has been the district finalist for Humorous Speech Contest in the year 2020, division winner for the International Evaluation and Table Topics for 2021, 2022, and 2023. Professionally, she is a law graduate with a specialization in banking and insurance and worked with one of the renowned banks in Mumbai for 10 years in international banking. She also worked as a teacher and for the 7 years in one of the leading primary schools in Doha. Happily married and having a daughter who is pursuing her medicine in Melbourne. She is our trainer for today, distinguished Toastmaster twice, Toastmaster Ajia Rogia. My request Toastmaster Ajia Rogia to conduct today's first training for today. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that warm welcome and my introduction, Toastmaster Dilip. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all?
Good afternoon.
I want to see you, and I want this training to be interactive session for all of us so that we will learn from each other. So without further ado, let me start with my topic for today is why we need a club coach and what are the qualifications and what are the things, challenges we are going to face or how to tackle these challenges and how to get your credit. So I will share the presentation first, and then we will start immediately. We will be taking the questions towards the end. So as I said, we are going to cover in today's presentation why a club coach is needed, first of all. Any one of you has an idea why we are appointing club coaches or why district is appointing club coaches? Any one of you can give me a fair idea that you know why we are appointing club coaches? Anyone can unmute and tell me?
So if the club is lacking in certain basic skills or is not able to conduct regular meetings and do not have the right idea, the right knowledge, the right skills, so the coach will assist in giving them all that.
That's great. Thank you, Toastmaster Shainas, for giving me that answer. I'm going to go deeper in my next slide, that why we need a club coach. What is the second thing? If we are going to appoint you as a club coach, what is the benefit you are getting as a club coach? So we are here to have that win-win situation. Both of us, either district or the club coach, both will benefit out of this club coach role, right? The next thing is I'm going to cover what are the club coach qualification, who can become a club coach. Then what is the exact role of a club coach? How to move forward after you get the appointment from Toastmasters International as a club coach, and the club will be assigned to you. What are the starting phase and how you have to go forward. I'm going to cover that as well. And not only that, how to achieve the success within that limited time and achieve your distinguished Toastmasters one more credit as a club coach. There is a credit you will get, that how to achieve that. That also I'm going to talk about. What are the challenges you are going to face when you become a club coach? What are the myths that why district is appointing me and why area directors or division directors can't help the club? We are going to cover everything. And then I will give some tips that how to have the effective club meetings for this challenging or struggling clubs. And finally, how you will earn your club coach credit, right? So are we all on the same page? Can I have a thumbs up from all of you or few of you? Because most of the screens are, the videos are not open, so I'm not aware that are you with me or not. Thank you. So let's move forward. Why a club coach is needed? The club is having minimum 3 or less than 12 active members. That is the first criteria district will look for. For any particular club, if the club EXCOM is trying hard to get some members inside the club and they are not able to do it, they will approach district and they will ask district to appoint club coach for their club, right? So the criteria should be either they will have minimum of 3 and not more than 12 members in that club, right? The next thing is the club is struggling to have regular meetings because of lack of membership or maybe because of lack of people's support or members support in that club. And third important thing is that the club who wants to appoint a club coach should not be suspended. Okay, and it can be revived by giving the external support. So the club EXCOM has to see that if they need support from the district, they should write to district that we need club coach, and then we can appoint them 2 club coaches. Minimum club coaches for one club is two. Maximum is 2, not minimum. Then now next, what are the benefits if we are appointing you as a club coach? Any one of you have any idea that what is that? We all know that it is giving us one more tick for completing our Distinguished Toastmasters Award, right? That is the common thing everybody else is aware. And that's why they are approaching the district that they want to become a club coach. But anything else you feel and you know that what exact benefit we are gaining out of the club coach? Any one of you? Okay, let me throw some light on it. We will first of all develop the team building skill, because we are going to talk to the EXCOM, the members, the district, the leaders, and we are trying to coordinate with each other. And thereby, we are going to develop our team building skill. How to become, not from one club coach or two club coach, how we can make a good team who will support that struggling club and make it distinguished or more than that, right? So the first thing we are learning, what skill, a very important skill, that is team building skill, right? The next one, we will experience and expand our leadership experience, because every now and then we are having so many challenges with the struggling clubs that we will face that challenges and we will sharpen our leadership skills out of this club coach role. We're going to work as a facilitator and negotiator. So facilitator for the club to make them distinguish, and we are going to support them and help them to become a distinguished club. That's why these two things, that proficiency as a facilitator and negotiator, is going to achieve when you will take this role. Conflict resolution skills. If at all in the members within that club or within the EXCOM, there are some conflicts or something like that, you can resolve that conflicts by helping them and trying to be there and facilitate them with lot of information, and that way you will help them for the conflict resolution. So that skill also you are going to develop when you are taking up this role. Problem solving abilities, same thing, you are resolving the conflicts and you are solving the problems. So you know how to tackle the situation, how to handle the situation, how to talk to the EXCOM members, and how to talk to the members who are might be annoyed or might be feeling that they are not welcomed or not involved in the club meetings or anything. So we can be there as a club coach and solve this problem. So these abilities will help you to increase, to become a good club coach. Coaching and mentoring skill, obviously you are going to help every member as well as the EXCOM during your tenure as a club coach. So you are going to mentor and help everyone in the club. So these skills will also be enhanced or sharpened. And lastly, as we all know, we will earn the credit for our Distinguished Toastmasters Award, right? So these are the few benefits I have written down here, but there are a lot. When you will take this role and you will, during that 6 or 8 or 10 months, you will understand how you have gradually changed from a small leader to a leader with a great vision. And that's why every member should go for club coach role. That is my personal advice to all of you. Now let's move to the second slide. That what are the club coach qualifications? Can anybody become the club coach? No, there are some restrictions from Toastmasters International, because Toastmasters Internationals appoint their team appointing the club coaches. So this is the one of the requirement that you should have. Otherwise, we cannot send your applications or club coach agreement to Toastmasters International, because they go back and check everything. And if some of the rules or some of the conditions are not fulfilled, your application will be rejected by TI. So first of all, you have to be a paid member in good standing. You should not be a member of that struggling club when you are appointed and has not been a member for that club for past 6 months, right? So first of all, you should not be a member. For that, you cannot approach the district for your own club, that I want to become a club coach for my own club, right? So that is one criteria. And other thing, you should not be a member of that club for past 6 months. If you are applying for a particular club, you should serve as a club officer either for 1 full year or 2 semi-annual terms, right? So either you would have taken secretary, sergeant at arm, treasurer, any kind of a club officer role, but that is for 1 year or maybe 2 different roles, half of yearly. Okay. So that will, Toastmasters International go back and checks that whether you have fulfilled this condition also. If 1 or 2 months also less, they will reject your applications. Last year also we faced the same issues for some people. You should, what are the other things? In pathways, you should at least complete level 2 on from the previous paths. If you have been an ACB or ALB, you can apply for club coach role, right? So we are very clear, we should be a member or in good standing. We should not be a member of that club in past 6 months. We should have 1 year club officer role we have served, and you should complete your level 2, right? And there is one club coach training module in the TI website. You have to go there, you have to complete this module, and then you will get that 100% module completed. And TI also checks on this, whether you have completed, not only you, but the club president or any member of the EXCOM. Any 2 members of the EXCOM should complete this club coach training module for that particular thing, right? So then only the TI will appoint you as a club coach. It is not in our hands. District is not interfering. District is only sending your documents and everything to TI, and TI verifies it and they appoint you as a club coach, right? So very clear, we are not and the last thing, that you are currently not coaching any other club. That means you are appointed for some other club and now you are approaching for appointing for some other club. So it is not allowed, because your term will be for 2 years. You get chance for 2 years to make that club distinguish, right? So let's move forward. What is the role of a club coach? First of all, observe and analyze the environment in the club where you have been assigned as a club coach. Build a rapport with the EXCOM members and the members who are at present in that club. Help the club to develop and achieve their goals. And instill enthusiasm, fidelity, and sense of responsibility as a club coach. These are the basic things as a club coach you need to do, but there are more deeper things we need to discuss about this also. But these are the basic things that you have to take care. Now, how to move forward? Once you are appointed as a club coach, what is the first thing you are going to do? Check whether the club has conducted moments of truth, whether the area director visited the club, whether the area director knows that what is the situation, how he or she can help you with this club coach role. Is the club success plan is in place, right? So if it is not there, you help them to develop the club success plan and try to help them to achieve their goals. Help the club to do the SWOT analysis. Means what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, what challenges they are facing. Make a note of all of this. But how you are going to do this? There is a wonderful document, that is troubleshooting guide, given by Toastmasters International, where you will understand that which all questions you must ask when you first visit the club, and note down all the points. It will help you to move forward, right? So that is the best document. I will share it with TLI chair and they will share it with all of you, whoever is interested. And then after your appointment, within the 30 preliminary report has to go to TI within 30 days of your appointment, that you have visited the club, you know what is the situation, and you are writing it in that paper, in that report, that these are the things, and then you are moving forward. So what next? How to achieve this? First of all, as I said, we have to observe the club dynamics, whether it is a community club or a language club or maybe a corporate club. Whatever club is assigned to you, you have to first understand the dynamics. how many members are active in the club, right? Try to be there, try to attend, or you can encourage them to have meetings, build a rapport with their members, whoever is present. Maybe 3 or 4 members are there, and that's why they approach us. So try to find out what exactly is the problem and try to make a rapport with your members. Gain their respect and trust. They should not feel that you are here only for your DTM tick. They should always feel that you are there to handhold them and guide them and take this club to the next level, right? So that you have to gain. Use the club coach troubleshooting guide, which I already told you that club coach shooting guide is the best document TI has created, and it will help you for doing your role. Connect with the club president or district director or club growth director, whether the agreement has reached and what is the thing. Now, once you get the appointment email from district, you can start. So you have to connect with all the team, whoever is club coach, club growth team, and try to emphasize that teamwork is important. We must come together and work as a team. Area director, division director, everyone is there to support you when you are taking up any club, because they are helping the area director or the division director to make that club distinguished, right? So everybody is there to support you. You have to be the team leader and a team member. Let the club members understand that you are there to help them to achieve the goals of the club. This is the success. I feel that we should always be there to support them. Whenever they will call you, you have to be there. You have to guide them. Either you are not there, appoint someone on your part, help them, right? The club to encourage the club. If in one area, one club is struggling and others are doing well, ask them to have joint meetings. Take that club as a model. Ask few members, whoever is present in that club, struggling club, ask them to attend the meetings of the other clubs so that they will understand how the club is successful, what differently they are doing, which we are missing here, right? So we have to encourage the club members to refer to the best clubs in the areas or division or in the district. What kind of challenges we might face? There are many challenges we can face, but as a leader, we should try to focus that how we can tackle these challenges. So there will be a limited support or no support from Club EXCOM. As I already said, there might be a 3 or 7 members. Out of them, maybe only one EXCOM member is active. Rest of them are not there. They are just on the paper and signed, become the Club EXCOM. So we need to go and get in touch with each one of them and find out what is that problem that they are not coming together and working together. So this is the first challenge. You will call, and nobody will pick your call. Nobody will try to talk to you or give you enough information about why it is going wrong. So that challenge each and every club coach will face. When you will try to organize some meetings, there won't be a participation in the meetings. The people will say that they will join, but at last minute, they will not be there. So don't get discouraged. Do have patience and try to help the club and have more and more meetings with joint meetings or normal meetings so that you will not face this less participation, or you can call from other clubs as a role players or speakers and try to revive this class. Difficulty in getting the support from the co-coach assigned. Sometimes it happens that 2 coaches are appointed and one is very busy or maybe going through some bad patch in his or her life or some personal problems, and after the appointment the person is not able to help you as a co-coach. So this also might happen with you. So be there, support that co-coach also. And this is the way, if you work as a team, it will not have a challenge for you. Sometimes some clubs are not having financial, means members are less, that how come they will have the money in hand. So our having good meetings or fruitful meetings, they don't have enough money to book the venue or the food. So this might be again one challenge you will face as a club coach. So now, how to make the meetings effective? Once we have gone through what are the challenges, what is the qualification, what are the benefits, now we know that we have to have regular meetings, but how to have that regular meetings effective? Guide the club how to plan and conduct the quality club meetings. Ask them to join other clubs meetings where the clubs are flourishing. They have more members. Some clubs like Doha Toastmasters, or maybe some clubs who are there for 20, 25 years and how they are still surviving. Ask these members to go and attend these meetings. Show the club leaders how to find and use the club officer tools which are available on TI website. Ask them to go through club leadership handbook and help them, guide them to have fruitful meetings. Encourage them. As I said earlier, we have to encourage them to have strong clubs meeting, joint meetings in the area, division, or district, and help them to have open house, conduct open house, or some special event meeting so that they can invite guests and they can convert these guests into the members. So overall, you are there to support each and every challenge this struggling club is facing. How to earn your club coaches? This is also an important part, that once we have done our role, but how to get the credit also, that is also your job, that you should do it properly. I will tell you what you have to do for that. The club coach must serve minimum 6 months. That is the first criteria. You should at least be a club coach for that club who has become distinguished. You should serve for minimum 6 months. The club coach cannot join the club during their appointment. Please make sure that if you are having one or two less members and you feel that both the coaches will join the club and it will become distinguished, don't do that mistake. It will not help you, because you will not get the credit from TI, because this is the first and important rule, that when you are going to appoint as a club coach, you should not be a member for that club during your appointment. You must submit your preliminary report in 30 days of your appointment. Complete club coach progress report for 60 days after your appointment, and every 60 days until your assignment has been concluded. The club final report after the appointment has ended, and you should be achieving distinguished or better status by subsequent June 30, right? So to receive your credit, once you have seen on the dashboard that club is distinguished, we have achieved the target. But what next? The club president or the EXCOM, any EXCOM member who has been delegated, has to write to TI confirming that you have been there to support this club, you helped them, and now you have achieved distinguished status and you are eligible for this credit, right? So this is the final thing. If you want to earn one more credit, you have to add minimum 20 or more than that for getting one more tick as a district leader role. So you will get one credit for club coach and another credit for adding members more than 20. So these are the things we need to see when we are going to have a club coach. And that's it from my side. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Sometimes you do face a group of people or maybe a club that is very stubborn in certain ways, and you come to a point where they're not cooperating. They don't want to do the meetings on the dates you suggest. They don't want, maybe if it's a language, this thing, then they will say, no, we do not want English. And you are stuck with a situation where you do not know how to tell them or how to convince them that, okay, at least start with one or two meetings and then we will see. So in those situations, what do you do? If you've tried and it's still not, they're not still willing to come down and attend your meetings or do anything, then how do you go about it?
Okay, thank you for that question. I'll answer it quickly, because we can go back to the main dashboard of that club, try to find out the members' names who all are there, try to find out if any of the founder member of that club is still available on the list. Try to get in touch with that member, try to talk to that member, that try to find out why this club is struggling, and sir or madam, can you help us to talk to your excom and guide us, because you have taken a lot of efforts to bring this club up as a founder member or as a founder leader for that particular club. Try to find out at least one person will be there who will support you in this role. I am sure that any of your founder member, if you go and address them and ask them for the help, they will be there to help you. That is my personal experience, that with me also it happened. So I gone back to the founder member and the founder member supported me. Try to get in touch with other members who are really interested, and this way you can tackle the situation, or you can take help of district leaders also. That way you can do it, right? Thank you.
Thank
I
you so
hope I
much.
answered your question.
Yeah, to a great extent. I will try this way. Thank you.
Any other questions, or I will hand it back over to. I think we can have some questions later on. You can get back to me on my WhatsApp number also if you have any doubts. I will hand over back the control to TLI co-chair Toastmaster Dilip Mani. Thank you.
Thank you. A big round of applause. What a wonderful training on club coaching and how to be a why do we need to the club be a club coach and why the club needs a coach. So thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Ajay, for enlightening us on the club coach session. A big round of applause once again. So let's have as per the agenda, we'll have a 5 minutes social and the stretch break. Please be online. Feel free to be online on the so you can unmute yourself and you can talk. And while we get into our next training in another 5 minutes, so the time is 3:12. I request the timer Swapna to just time for 5 minutes and let us know. So probably we'll meet by again. We'll be back again with the training on by 3:17.
Shehnaz, your question, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Regarding
Yes,
that question,
Imran. Yes.
general club coach should be appointed only with the consent of the club. If the club members and the club leadership are not in favor of appointing a club coach, then club coach cannot play a role in that club. So generally, club coach is appointed only in the consent of the club, excom and its members. So when it is appointed in that way, club coach gets all the support from the club. If that is not appointed, if the district appoints on its own without the consultation of the club, without taking club excom into confidence, your question arises. Generally, it should not be like that. Club coach should only be appointed with the consent of the club and with their support. Then it works well.
Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, got it. I got it. Got it. Thank you so much for that clarification. I will check with them. If they don't like me, they're free to have somebody else. I don't know. Maybe they don't like me.
Not you personally. What happens is many clubs having many people have club leaders. A club coach is a person who steps into the club. Then there is no other choice. That means it is a complete failure of the club leadership and club members in taking that club to the next level. That is why a club coach has been appointed.
Correct.
Now, when immediately someone steps in as a club coach, there is an opposition from them. In the other way around, when area director and division directors discuss with the club leaders, they have their consent and they suggest club coach's name. We are going with can we appoint them as a club for you? Then approval come from their side. Then it is smooth. That is how when I was CGD and district director and all, we did that way. We suggested names, then discussed with the club leadership. That time there is no objection from the club. Everybody cooperated and things went well. That is how it works.
Got it. Okay. Okay. I got it. Thank you so much.
Ajay, amazing session, huh? Superb. You covered each and every point of what club coach is all about. Superb. Great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Nice presentation also.
Thanks.
So, how is everyone celebrating their Independence Day?
We are independent. That itself is a celebration.
Actually, more than us, the district trio was independent from attending this session.